Hello and welcome to another edition of Chiodini's Kitchen, video game recipes made real. Now this week's recipe is pretty exciting as it's definitely the freshest we've ever done because we've pulled it straight out of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I promise it is a coincidence that I'm wearing a red and white t-shirt. It's not a Nintendo Switch thing, it's just what I'm wearing on my torso. So, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is really big on cooking. You can make all sorts, and that's not because it's got loads of crafting recipes written in, but because cooking is more of a creation system, i.e. you throw stuff in and the game makes something out of it for you. So with that in mind, I got Ollie, who's playing Breath of the Wild for review, to tell me about some of the food items he's made, and I waited until one leapt out at me. About 90% of it was kebabs, to be honest, but there was one food item that's good for frost resistance that gave me pause, and that is Spicy Simmered Fruit. Alright, so Spicy Simmered Fruit. What's the best way to do that? To take some normal fruit and simmer it down so it's nice and soft and tasty, but also spicy. There are two different ways to try this that I could think of, and I wasn't sure which one was best, so in a Chiodini's Kitchen first, I'm going to attempt both. So for these recipes, you will need an apple, some grapes, some strawberries, a bag of frozen summer berries, apple juice, some chilies, dried or fresh, it doesn't really matter, a can of coconut milk, a knob of butter, and some red Thai curry paste. Yeah, things are about to get weird. Alright, so step one in this first recipe, we need to cut up this apple, followed by a handful of grapes and some strawberries. And I was gonna do a bit at this point in which I said you should cut the fruit left-handed for authenticity, but of course Link is right-handed in Breath of the Wild. Thanks, Nintendo. Right, so we've got our chopped fruit here and we're going to throw that in a pan alongside a handful of frozen berries and then pour in enough apple juice to cover and start heating it up. If you're worried about that being a bit too sweet, by the way, you can just do half water, half juice instead of all juice in the pan. Anyway, while that's warming up, we're actually going to go back to the cutting board because it's time to mess around with some chilies. Now these little things are rocket chilies. You may remember them from the episode in which we made Kirby's super spicy curry. I ate a whole one at the end and it made me talk funny. What I'm going to do with these is cut them up really nice and small, discard most of the seeds, I don't mind if one or two end up in there, and then I'm going to put them in the pan along with everything else. Alright, so one down, one to go, and this next recipe, I won't lie to you, is a bit weird, but I'm fairly confident it's gonna work. I had something vaguely similar once in a restaurant in Soho several years ago, and if they served it to me in a restaurant, it can't be a bad idea. So step one is cut up some strawberries and peel some grapes. Wow, I'm cutting left-handed. It's just like The Legend of Zelda should be. Actually, you know what? I just remembered how boring and fiddly it is to peel grapes. So cut up some grapes. Just cut them up. Right, so now we've prepared our fruit in a time-efficient and not, frankly, stupid way, we're going to take that fruit and fry it gently in a pan with a knob of butter. I promise I haven't taken leave of my senses. Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. So hopefully you can hear in the background, but that's frying up pretty nicely now, so our next step is to take a generous tablespoon of red Thai curry paste, no seriously, and stir it through. Yeah, I told you I wasn't kidding, so here's our grapes and strawberries and red Thai curry paste, and the final step is to add a can of coconut milk, which is a lot easier said than done. Alright, Right, so spicy simmered fruit, 2 different ways. That'll be ready as soon as they finish simmering down, and until that happens, you don't really need to do anything. So let's go explore the wild, shall we? Watson! Okay, so here is our spicy simmered fruit from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We've got this one, which is just fruit, apple juice and chilies, and then we have the slightly more daring grape and strawberry Thai red curry. Not sure which one's going to taste better, although that one definitely looks more like the in-game item, so I guess the only thing left to do now is try both. Okay, so spicy simmered fruit, the first. Here goes. Oh, that's got a real kick to it. That's great. That's really nice. It's just sweet, nicely stewed fruit, but then it's really spicy. It's got like this nice warmth that goes through it that works really well with the fruit. That is like a delicious, warming, wintry treat. I'm really impressed with that. That's great. Having sampled that, I don't really want to try the other one, to be honest, because I don't think it'll be as nice, but I've made it, so I may as well. Right then, so Thai red curry sauce with strawberries and grapes. It doesn't look great, I won't lie. Let's see. That's really tasty as well. Yeah, that's just like it's nice. There's like, so the strawberries just add this lovely sweetness, but like you'd think something like red Thai curry paste, which has like garlic in the base, lest we forget, would be disgusting with fruit, but it's not. Like the sweetness of the fruit kind of just counteracts it, and they just work really well. Like it's a really fruity sort of bouquet. That works a lot better than you'd think. I'm going to declare that one a success as well. And I realise it seems like I am just constantly blowing my own trumpet now, talking about how I really like these, but I'm going to consider both of those recipes a success. Which one do I like more? I think the one that's just fruit and fruit juice and chilies, to be honest, because it's closest to the in-game item, and it is just a really warming, nice, tasty thing. I feel like you would have a much easier time getting people to eat that than a red Thai curry made with grapes and strawberries, which is, nonetheless, still tasty. So yeah, all in all, not a bad effort. I don't know if that's going to make the edit. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this kind of weird episode of Chiodini's Kitchen. Nonetheless, I had a really, really good time doing it. So thank you very much for watching, and do keep those suggestions for future recipes coming in, because there are lots of them out there, and I'm only one man, so I can't find them all. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do consider liking and subscribing. There is no pressure whatsoever. If you like this video and want to see more from Eurogamer, there should be some popping up on screen around me right now. So there really remains nothing else for me to say other than thanks again for watching, and have a lovely day.